You ask questions because you're gonna be like, oh, that looks pretty easy. When you do it, it's a lot harder. You know, for somebody that doesn't do hair. Well, for somebody that doesn't do hair, you know, when I kept saying it's easy, and everybody said, yeah, for you, but but I'll be there. I can help you guys if you guys have any questions or anything like that. And then we did another section like this, and you just keep doing it until we form our poof. And I normally would put a little bit more back combing in it, but I'm not today. Just a little bit. And I have a good model. This one doesn't complain. She's used to it. Right, Taya? And if their hair is really fine, like, you know, it's just really fine, like baby hair, you can always just put a little spray or use some dry shampoo. This is really good for baby fine hair because then it gives it that dirty texture feeling, and this right here works really good to give them that fullness because when their hair is so slick, it's hard to hold on to. So now we're forming our poof now, and I like to spray it just a little bit, and then we'll start smoothing it out. And it doesn't have to be perfect because there's little tricks of how you can pull it out if you didn't get it high enough or whatever. And I spray it as I go, because you can see all these little hairs sticking up through here. And don't over brush it, you know, just barely comb it out. Okay, we're starting to get the form of it. You only need 2 bobby pins, but some people like to use a lot more depending on how thick the hair is. And then you can twist it a little bit to hold it down. And I like to look at it because to make sure that you have it. And if it's like higher on one side, don't worry about it. There's tricks of how to do that once you pin it. So now we're going to pin it down right here. Does this look easy, guys?
Is it right in front of the ponytail holder?
Yes. Okay. And you guys can look at it too if you want to look to see where I have it at. Then you put your bobby pin in there. Next. And if you need to use more bobby pins, like I said, some of the girls' hair is probably really thick. This is where I would try to, it's hard for me to work without a mirror because I'm used to looking in a mirror all the time. So when you work like this, it's really, okay. So I'm going to look at it. I feel like it's a little bit too high there. I'm going to pull it out here just a little bit. But Lana does like the bigger poofs. So the bigger, like this, that's not too big right through there. And then after you do that, spray it and barely slick it back like that. And then now we're going to do our sides. Oh, and then make sure you smooth this out, but when you comb this out, this part right here, make sure you hold on to your ponytail because you don't want to pull out that poof. And we're going to take the sides and see how she's got all those little hairs right there. So that's where you would take, you know, any kind of gel that you have. And then I like to put a little bit of water with it too. Pull that together. See how easy this looks, guys? Nobody's smiling.
After the first time, it'll all be okay.
Yeah. And if you guys have questions, I will be there. I mean, you guys can ask me, you know, if you need any help or anything like that. So we put a little bit of water, a little bit of gel. If there's any that's out, there's ways to do that too. And then I like to smooth this out a little bit. more water than gel, just so I don't get her hair too stiff. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this hair, make sure it's all smoothed out. And then you're gonna go around the ponytail like that, and keep going around until you run out of hair. And what I like to do at the ends, they're so slick right here. I do like to put a little bit of water, a little gel, hairspray, because it goes underneath the ponytail better when you do that. And then I get a bobby pin, and I put it, you can do it any how you want, but this is the easiest way for me. And after I get it, the hair like that, I go down to the bottom and then I put the bobby pin in, and it locks that hair in place. So see, it's tight, it's not coming out. And then the rest of this, I'll just wrap around underneath, and then you can just spray that down like that. This side, we're gonna do the same thing with this side. Got those little hairs, just keep spraying it. Smooth it out with your hands and do the same with this. So you're gonna take it, go around the other way.
So you go on top of the head,
Yeah.
and then it's
So you're gonna, this one's gonna go this way on top, this one's gonna go always on top.
Okay.
Never go underneath. And do the same thing, go all the way around. Lana, does this look easy? Like easy
Yeah, I think
hairstyle?
so. Don't
You
you
said,
all
you
really?
said easy, so I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to find something easy,
I
and I
think
think
that's-
this is cute.
I do too.
I really like it a lot.
Sleek looking, everybody will look alike.
And then the same thing, you get your bobby pin.
I just didn't see where you put that pin exactly.
What you can do, after you wrap that around the hair like this, you can put it, I think it's easier when I do this, and then I just go down through the hair. And it doesn't matter where you put the pin,
Okay.
as long as it's tight. Okay. And if you have that little piece, it's just a little bitty piece, all you gotta do is spray it and tuck it in there. Now, sometimes when you do this, you're gonna find that you have a hole right here, which I don't have one right there right now. But if it's separated, all you have to do is get your, just a brush like this, and you can move it together, and it will just go together. Because I don't like to see little, like, it almost looks like a bald spot or something like that. I like it to be all smooth. And just smooth it together. This one came out really good. Now I'm gonna look at the front. And then what I do, I feel like it's just a little bit off. So what you do is just pull it this way. You might hurt your kid, but that's okay. Right, Taya? And then this right here, pull it tight again. Raise it up like this. And either, Lana, we can have it straight, or whatever you want to do, or
What do
curl
you
it,
guys
or
wanna do,
whatever.
straight or curly? I don't really care.
I know the
Straight,
girls like
or-
straight
I
because
don't
they don't
care.
want to mess with the curls,
Uh-huh.
and they're
I
like,
just have some curly headed girls in here.
yeah. Well, you can flat iron the, if you have somebody with curly hair, you can flat iron it.
I think it's gonna be easier to get everything to stay looking right if we go straight though.
Yeah, because once I straighten it to do that, it's hard to get it curled.
Yes,
back.
let's just straighten.
But if you guys want to come and
Straight,
look at it
straight.
and see how it looks, and then after you get done, spray all of this, pull this up, and make sure you spray this and pull it up with your hand. So make sure it's all nice and smooth. Spray, 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 and this will hold really good. But I
Spray
can
those
put on
fuzzies on the side, those
and all this
flyaways.
stuff too. But you see, when you put the gel in there, which I normally would put a lot more gel in her hair, it just all, because she's got little pieces everywhere. But this is a really cute style, and make sure you pull this up like this to make that more fluffy. Show them the side.
Can we get on the same wavelength of makeup too, Lana? Of the makeup too?
Yeah, we can talk about makeup, yes, yep.
So do you
Yep.
girls like it? It's real simple. And everybody has long hair.